What up, Gotcha Gang? This is Hefe speaking here. I'm live in the Gotchiverse with you tonight, and we are live streaming for an 8-bit GG 8-bit Gamers Guild event. So yeah, hope you guys are doing well, and we're just waiting for this to get started. But there might be a bit of a delay with the actual channelings. I know our Sentinel slash founder, he's going to be getting together some gotchis for us to channel with tonight on the 8-bit Gamers Guild parcels, which I believe are in District 4. But in the meantime, I actually have to channel my gotchis right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip through all my gotchis, including some rentals. And yeah, let's do some channeling. So I actually don't remember if I did this one. Actually, I don't think I did this one. If you guys want to get at me in the chat you see on screen there, the Discord, that is the main Avagachi Discord general chat. So, you know, if you want to join in on the conversation, we'll hang out there for a bit, and then we'll head over to the 8-bit GG. We'll head over to the chat there, and we'll do some channeling. We'll also get to meet some of the scholars, and 8-bit Gamers Guild has quite a few scholars. I've actually gotten to know some of the top tier scholars on our last call. So it's going to be interesting to hang out with them tonight, get their take on things, you know, how they're doing in the Gotchiverse, renting these gotchis. And actually, I didn't channel with that one. Actually, renting these gotchis, and, you know, some of them are making good money off that. So shout out to Pixelcraft, Coder Dan, and the team for just shipping so well. And you know, one of the things they just recently shipped out are these UI improvements, so you can know when your gotchi is channeled and when your land has been channeled on. So I've rented a few gotchis where I didn't realize the gotchi had been channeled already. I should have checked, but I didn't do that, and I ended up having to pay 0.1 ghost for a dud gotchi that had already been channeled. So just something to keep an eye out for. But you know, with these new improvements, it's pretty obvious. I know some people rent they'll rent a gotchi just to channel, or I mean collect Alchemica, just free Alchemica. So that's maybe one of the use cases there, like to rent a gotchi anyway. Yeah, I don't know if I should have picked a better chat to hang out in, but we're gonna head over to the 8-bit Gamers Guild chat here in a bit. I need to find my parcel. Where is my parcel? Oh man, this happens sometimes. You know, your parcel will just not show up for a little while. And so these are some growing pains. You know, they're shipping. They're gonna fix this. It doesn't happen every time. It could be my browser as well. And apparently I just picked up an alpha that I didn't see. I think I'm gonna jump out and jump back in again. Let's see. Sometimes I've done this a couple times, and that seems to do the trick. I got the YouTube chat open as well, actually, so I'll keep an eye on that. And there's some people in the chat. I'm gonna send out an emoji. What are these? Are these YouTube emojis? These are kind of cool. Purple heart. Yeah, thank you all for joining me, watching tonight. Wanda Gachi. That's a good point. Crazy how fast the rentals go now. Yeah, I think the rental market has really been activated. And we'll see the use cases increase for rentals as more features get rolled out, more installations get rolled out. The demand for rentals is only gonna, I feel like it's only gonna increase to the point where maybe it'll be hard to get a Gotchi for, maybe there'll be some backdoor deals made about for rent with rentals. But I guess that's why the Gotchi Vault is there too. I think they'll be able to provide they'll be able to provide a reasonable deal, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know what is up with my browser right now. Maybe it's because I have too many windows open. I have probably 40. Is that a lot? Is that a lot of windows? Desire Gaming, welcome. Welcome. I'm just trying to find my parcel right now because I think I have two here that are supposed to be side by side. I think my parcel literally is supposed to be right here. So what should we do? Maybe we'll let's roam the Gotchiverse, and maybe the parcels will come back. This happened maybe once before where, look, I did a block. I ran around the block, came back, and my parcel showed up. So let's just do that. You see these, for any new people joining the audience right now, those patches, that patch you just saw me walk over, that's a boost. And that's a keck boost. That's actually the most valuable resource, Alchemica resource in the Gotchiverse. So you're balling if you have that on your land or connected to your land. Same with that tile, golden tile up there. Yeah, look at these ballers. I didn't mint a golden altar because I didn't feel like I wanted to put that much Alchemica into it. But now I feel, now that I'm doing the fully golden tiled spacious parcel, I feel like I should have went and got one of these. Someone actually got one of these for 300 ghost. I think one person. This guy's upgrading his altar. Do I pick up this FUD? I think so. Okay. Now, we need to find... I'm in District 1 right now, if anyone's wondering where I'm at right now. There's no way I'm going to find it right now. In real life... I'll be honest, I'm like, oh, there's some kick. I'm pretty directionally challenged, to be honest. I pretty much rely on my GPS. I do know how to use a compass, but I pretty much rely on the GPS. And there's just some, you'll just be walking along in the Gotchiverse, and a whole bunch of Alchemica will just fall everywhere. And it's great. Because I just picked up a whole bunch. Just walking back. Trying to see if my parcel exists. We'll be starting the actual channeling event in a bit. That's going to be exciting because I think we're actually maybe even opening a portal tonight. It's a possibility. So it's going to be good. I think last time we opened a portal, we struck out. We got like a really nice Gotchi. Look at this bot, man. Look at this thing. You don't see this right here? Oh. He did. Oh, man. That was kind of funny. Okay. I don't know. If I can't find it, I'm gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna jump out right now. Let's jump back in. This is my Hefe Gotchi. It's my original. This is the first Avagotchi I ever bought. Didn't have these OP wearables on it, but you know, it's grown over time. The BRS actually isn't that great. Yeah, the BRS is like okay. I think it's 493 natural. And if you're wondering what the heck I'm even talking about, BRS stands for base rarity score. You'll see here. This is base rarity score. Rarity score 527, that's with everything on it. 495 natural. So pretty cool that it just it has a lot to do with your traits. So your traits actually add into this value. So this overall is a way to measure how rare it is, because it'd be really hard to compare this to another Avagotchi and know who has the more scarce or the more rare one. So when you summon the Gotchis, they get distributed in a certain way that certain traits are on either end of the bell curve are very scarce. And they're hard to get. So like this 99 trait, this 97 trait, 95 trait would be fairly rare traits. But we know when somebody gets an open portal, they're always going to summon the rarest ones. So it means that there's going to be a lot of one different type. So eventually in the Gotchiverse, maybe certain Avagotchis closer to the middle of the curve. I wonder. Are they going to be more common? I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas out there. I have no idea. But like, if you look at most portals, everybody always goes, or you know, most portals that have been open. Most people always go for the double myth eyes, or they'll go for the highest BRS. Which one? You know, probably highest BRS first, and then if there's no high BRS, they'll probably go for double myth eyes. And both of those are pretty scarce, you know. I think at one time, this statistic has probably changed a lot. But when the portals were brand new and they'd just been released after Haunt 2, I think someone had calculated that you'd have to open roughly 20 portals on average, right? There's some lucky people out there. But on average, you'd have to open 20 portals to get us over a 520 BRS. So think about that. 20 portals. If each portal was $1,000, or a little bit less back then, that's a lot of money to get a 520 BRS. But some people get lucky. They'll get like 2 or 3 of those in a row. Okay, my parcel just needs to like... The parcel just needs to like show up. Because it showed up for the other Gotchi I just channeled. It's actually these 2 parcels in District 1, these 2 reasonables, are literally right beside each other. Like, I don't think it's my computer because, yeah, I agree with you, Crypto Slaps. One of these refreshes, I think I like your strategy actually. I'm just gonna keep refreshing because a few times it's loaded up on its own, but that's rare. Here we go. Here. Oh, you kind of know right away, don't you? It's like it doesn't show up, so that's it. Yeah. I mean, we talk about it all the time. We're going to keep improving, and eventually it's not going to, there's going to be no latency. Be running smooth. Okay, Wandagachi. Try turn off all the animations. Okay, hit build button after spawning. Ooh, I like your tips. Let's live test these. Build button. Oh. Okay. So apparently I can place a tile. No, not quite. Well, my altar showed up. We got one piece of it. Can I channel at it? The altar shows up. I mean, that's all I need, right? Let's make it happen. I wonder if the transaction goes through. Let's see. I'll let you guys know in 2 seconds. Perfect. That's great. Hey, Wizard Wes. Yeah, no, I like that advice. That's actually what I was trying to do earlier. I was trying to go for a lap around the block, hoping that worked. Cause yeah, you're right. That's worked a couple times. I love these symbols now. How it says, you know, this is channeled. This one hasn't. This one has. I love that. And it even has the spirit force down there. Yeah, I really like how it's organized now. It's a lot better. I mean, that's just an improvement over 2 days, right? We're getting all the tips today. Yeah, that's right. I'm learning today. I love it though, man. I love Gotchi Gang. I learned so much from everybody. It's been a cool experience actually being a part of GMI, because people just like hang out in there, and like it could be people doing all these different things. Like a screenplay writer. What other ones can you think of? There's a guy who just like, you know, there's definitely a couple developers just hang out there. I mean, all around actually, I think Gotchi Gang is very highly intelligent group of people. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this right now. it gets, you know, it gets a little annoying sometimes when you're using a wallet. There's a fun little way you can rent your Avagachis out to another wallet and use that as the hot wallet with the Avagachi rented out to it. Only problem being, with the land, you just have to adjust the permissions. Okay, let's take a little break and collect this Alchemica. See the main Avagachi chat there. I see some people. Zombo Breaker. Love logging in and out constantly just to try and get my parcels. So much fun. Well, it's part of the game right now, you know. But yeah, I think they're tackling some other issues right now. A couple other bugs. It's a, you know, it's it's to be expected, I guess, in the short run for something that's meaning to be around for a long time, you know. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try that tip. Which one of the tips are we gonna try? Let's do the build mode. Well, I can't really do the build mode because you gotta be standing on your parcel. But let's try the walk away and come back trick. Or you could just do the refresh trick. I mean, that seems to be the best candidate so far. But this goes back to the first point also, I'll say. That I am also directionally challenged many times. And to walk away from a parcel and not knowing where it is. Oh. Does that guy have a... Okay. Whew. At first I thought that guy had the Laozagachi outfit, which, like, if you don't know, if you just discovered Avagachi, Laozagachi set would be like I don't know, like finding I don't know, I can think of a metaphor right now, but it's a very OP item. There's only 5 in the game, so 1 of 5. I wonder if anybody has like 2 of the same thing, because that would just be super OG, super OP, I mean. See, I walk back now, but it's like I don't know where the heck my parcel is. You know what? We're just gonna log out here. Just hop back in. If you want to set permissions for your land and stuff, you can use the looper.dev site, and you just have to change the permissions, I think, between 0, 1, and 2 to add certain permissions. And I wonder if there's going to be individual permissions for things like your reservoir and your harvester. Yeah, I agree with you, Crypto Slaps. It's easy to get lost in the Gotchiverse, 100%. It is massive here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, the Gotchiverse is truly, it's a massive place. Like, imagine we have the grid. If you look at the map, the Gotchiverse Citadel is like maybe 1/6 of the size of the grid, so that's going to be a huge play area. Oh, Wandagachi. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Actually, I like adventure.io specifically if I'm doing the guild stuff. Like if we're channeling for guild parcels and whatnot, I'll try and I'll plug their address in and have it show me where all the guild parcels are. But I like Gotchiverse.io too. It has more color detail. But you know, shout out to Etree for building out all these cool tools. I think I just channeled. Sick. Perfect. I think once it's working smooth, you can easily get into a nice flow. And it's showing here that, I'm sure it'll update though. Sometimes there's a delay because it is a blockchain and it takes a while to confirm things. But over here it's showing, yeah. It's showing up channel 2 so far. Well, should we try and channel this again? Okay, let's do this. Yeah, I wonder if your gold tile your parcel, I wonder if you can just see it all the time. Yeah, actually maybe not. It acknowledges it that it's there. They channel alchemica from it. Parcel can't channel yet. So it updated there. So it just takes a while. It just takes a while to update. So let's take this Gotchi, let's go to the next parcel. Gotchi gang, young abstract. Shout out. Yeah, grinding Gotchi. Can only channel on your own altar. Yes. But if you upgrade your altar, so if you upgrade to level 9, the highest level, you need 24 Gotchis to do that. Or it could be a very lucrative opportunity. Oh no, dang, I already did this one. I think it's showing that I already did it, so we'll go with that. Zombie Shepherd, GM anytime. Glad to see you in here. Hanging out in the Gotchiverse. 8-bit GG came to the party. This is your party, by the way. Yeah, I mean, when you're ready, we can hop in. Well, I'll hop into the 8-bit GG chat, so whoever has access to that can jump in there, or you can hang out over here. Nice, zombie grinding in the Gotchiverse. Of course, of course. Yeah. See, I gotta get this parcel to show up, but I think what I'll do is I'll jump in here. Oh, there you are. There we are. Should we hang out in the tavern? Where should we hang out? I mean, we can hang out right here. I got the main YouTube chat going, and then I got the 8-bit guildie chat open. I don't know if we're using some sort of, if we're gonna hang out in the Alpha Theater. Let me message Master Ian. Let's figure it out. Hang tight. Okay. We'll be getting started soon. Zombie Shepherd. I've been doing gameplay Twitch streams with my Gotchi album as the background music. I like it. I really love your background music actually. Well, it's not background music, it's a great soundtrack. It's a buffet of sounds. It's actually I really enjoyed listening to On the Grind. It's one of my favorite tracks actually out of your album. Maybe there's a bit of alpha in there somewhere. I don't know. Okay. Let's just we'll jump out, we'll jump back in. We'll make it happen. Okay, yeah, so it is a blockchain thing. There's a little bit of a delay. You know, you see that one is channeled now, so I think that's something we have to keep in mind with these like blockchain games. Is in these early stages, it's like there's gonna be a delay. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I agree with that. There are, you know, a few bugs right now in the Gotchiverse, but I just got word from Dan that they're working hard on this stuff. They're actually actively working on this right now, and they know of the issue. So I don't think it'll be long before it gets fixed. Some of the main issues, anyway. Yeah, I agree with you, Zombie. Every time it gets buggy, I get excited thinking about what updates they're trying to push. Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's the way it is with programming, right? I mean, you gotta break stuff to make it better. Yeah. Gotta break it to make it. That's right. So this might take a while, you know, to channel through all these, and I just I enjoy the process. It's very chill for me to sit here and do this, and it's cool. Eventually, we'll be doing this with our reservoirs. Gonna go empty them every now and then. So this, you know, for those of you who are new to the Avagachi, you know, ecosystem, to the Gotchiverse, this altar installation you're seeing right now is actually one of the first installations that's come out for the Gotchiverse. There'll be more installations coming out, like many more. The next one being the harvesters, where you can get alchemica from the ground, and you got to store it somewhere. So you have a tank called a reservoir. You got to build those. Oh, look at that! The humble parcel has shown. And actually, I own both of these. I own this one right here, and I own this one right here. So this might actually annoy a lot of people, because this I didn't mean to do this, but this altar is actually completely off center. It's like very off center. I should have counted the squares or something, maybe. But yeah, some people I'm sure pretty particular about how they place their altars. Channeling the Alchemica. And so I want to know, like, what people's plans are with their altars. Like, I've been putting a lot of resources into my altars. They're all level 1s. But I also have a high kinship Avogachis. So for me, kind of, you know, I consider the value of the Avogachi enough for the Alchemica I'm getting. I'm going to be saving my Alchemica for the... I've said it before, the golden tiles, which might be... You know, it's not going to add any real economic value to my parcels. It'll just look cool. But the thing I'm going to save my Alchemica for utility is the harvesters. Because I know, we all paid decent amount of coin for our land. And we want to start getting some of that, some of those resources out of there. Yeah, I agree. 8-bit. It's tough. It's a tough balance. Now, I don't know if this bug still exists. Maybe they might have got... Actually, now I do remember. If you just built or upgraded your level 2 recently after the recent push, you will not be affected by that level 2 altar bug that doesn't do anything for you in terms of an upgrade. So that was a little bug that we experienced for like the first couple days, where you know, it would prevent you from really gaining anything from the level 2 altars. You have to skip right to level 3. But if you just recently upgraded, you might not have that buggy altar. So I think that's every 18 hours. Level 2. Oh yeah, 100%. I agree with that. It's kind of like when the time is right, you'll know because you'll need to do it. I think right now we're very much in like the harvesting yields and building structures mode. But later on, that is something we'll have to take into account is the attack. Like when you can build turrets and stuff on your land, that's not going to be in the Citadel unless it gets like all, you know, if it goes to like if it becomes all like wasteland and stuff, like, you know, the Citadel like just falls apart, and maybe then you do need turrets in the Citadel. But you know, if you don't need to do that, if we don't get there, it's going to be the grid. That's where all the fights are going to go down. That's when you're going to be able to create those well, that's what there'll be parcels out there, but you'll be able to create these structures like turrets, towers, you know, defensive structures. So that's going to be really cool to see. Okay, I just got a message from Master Ian. Okay, I'm just gonna let him know. I'm on right now. I think he'll be leading the channeling tonight. So live stream will Alpha Theater. You are ready. Okay. Let's did we already channel this? I don't remember. I have like a pretty short memory. Some I'll be honest, sometimes I'll channel, I'll forget, and I won't see this. And then I'll just do it again just to see if the transaction fails. And then yeah, see. All right, Gotchi can't channel yet. I guess now there's an easier way to do it though. I can just go to the dashboard and it should show me. Yeah, cool. Don't have to do it that way. Okay, yeah, all right. So we're gonna be heading to the Dojo Theater And we're gonna hang out with the 8-bit GG scholars now. Actually, I'll channel one more parcel. But the 8-bit GG dojo is a group of scholars that are renting out the 8-bit Avogachis, learning how to play the game. So it's not just renting an Avagachi; they're getting a mentorship out of it, and they're building their own great community there. So we're gonna hang out with them tonight. I think it's gonna be cool. Yeah. Heading there now. So we're gonna head to the dojo theater today. Today it's a Discord server. Tomorrow might be a place. Okay, I'm having parcel issues. I love Wanda Gotchi's tip. That was a great tip, by the way. So, yeah, this one's just stuck. So we'll head to the dojo theater while this thing gets itself sorted out. Okay, dojo theater. I think it's this, the learning theater. Okay, let me just. Is it the learning theater? I believe most of the scholars are either from South America or the Philippines. Oh, look at that big piece of FOMO. Let's get that. I've been pretty lucky today. Everywhere I've been standing, I'll get something show up. It's kind of cool. And 2 pieces of kek. 2 little pieces of kek we got. Parcel can't channel yet. I bet you it unlocks in the next couple minutes. GM. You know what? Let's link the live stream over to them so they can follow along there if they want. We are live streaming Twitch. Here we go. There you go. Live streaming. I really enjoy doing these. I get a kick out of it. I feel like a lot of people are catching on to Avagachi now, because we were talking about it earlier today, and it was like people have known about this project for a while, but now people are noticing. And the OGs who got in earlier, they didn't really know all this was going to work out this way. It turned out a lot better than I could have even imagined where we are today, because this was a year ago when the Gotchiverse light paper was introduced to us. And so back then I just thought Avagachi was going to be like this arcade thing. You're going to use the Avagachis in the arcade. Little did I know that was just a concept for something much bigger. And yeah, it's been really fun. It's been a fun journey. So I'm going to try channeling this parcel, but we're also going to be channeling on the 8-bit GG parcels today. And I think he's going to be sending me some gotchis to channel with. I'm going to ask him, because I believe we're each going to get some gotchis. Let's see. Yeah, let's see what's up there. Yeah, but the strategy right now seems to be upgrade your altar to like level 3 or 4 and make sure you're using all your land to channel. That seems to be the meta right now. I know No Future's been killing it lately. Just so you guys know, right now we are in the event text chat. Maybe I'll move to the regular chat. Put this in there. Yeah, we are in the regular chat now. Yes. Channeling. So we're going to be channeling in about 1 hour. But we're going to be doing a special portal opening as a treat. So I might have to reconfigure my stream a little bit here, but that's okay. I might be moving some things around on screen. You'll see here. I might have to log off and go live again. But we'll see. I think with the software I'm using, you can switch to different scenes or something. We'll figure something out. I don't get overly worried about this kind of stuff. Yeah. Okay, let's try this. Portals. Opening portals. Well, that's an easy way to know where my parcel is when I get lost. So we know it's over here. So the deal is we're going to be in the theater at 11, which my time, well, it's going to be in 10 minutes, I think. Oh, look at that. And then 11:30, D11, D12 channeling. Parcel can't channel yet. Okay. Let's go to a different parcel maybe. I made up a list because that's how I was tracking them. So snow crash, this is your parcel. Modern Pepe. Been a while since a portal opening. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, I really enjoy the portal openings because it shows if you're new to the 8-bit, or you're new to the 8-bit Gamers Guild, or you're new to Avagachi, opening a portal is a highly educational experience. You learn a lot. And that goes back to the BRS conversation I was talking about earlier. The BRS talk. Hello, Vitalik. Vitalik 009. Nice name. I like it. Gotchi must be standing on the parcel. Of course, of course. We got Wagme hanging out. We're hanging out with Wagme on my parcel. Can't channel yet. Oh yeah, we're going to a different... Oh, man. We're going to a different parcel. Yeah, we're going to a different parcel. We can use the same Gotchi. Just go to a different parcel. I think I was just going back to the same parcel over and over. Oh man, that's hilarious. Yeah, I might have to reconfigure the screen a bit here. Make sure we cover the opening, portal opening, live stream. Like, I wonder if I can open 2 Discords. Here we go. New Gotchi, new parcel. I can't wait to show you guys me tiling my solid gold spacious parcel. That's gonna be epic. There we go, channeled. These are high kinship Avogachis too. So I got 31 FUD, 15 FOMO, 7.8 Alpha, and 3.12 Keck. Now think about how long it would take you to collect that much Keck. It's a long time, right? I mean, you could walk around for like an hour. You might collect 0.5 Keck. Maybe 1 Keck. If it's your day. I'm trying to look for my parcels. Well, you can tell it's your parcel because it has the pink border around it. I'm trying to do these as quick as I can. I think we'll be starting up here soon with the ebic Gamers Guild. I'm gonna reconfigure the screen here. I might try and just do it manually, like without ending the stream. Actually, that's probably what I'm gonna do. Let's see how it works. Learning theater. Okay, let's head over to the learning theater here. Let's see, connecting.
And there will be a guild wearable. And if we're all wearing this wearable and we have the crest for the wearable, it's another channeling event that can happen once a day. And let me see if I can actually. I
Okay,
think.
let's.
What's up, Hefe?
Yo, I'm just gonna try and reconfigure the screen here so I can live stream the portal opening a little bit better here.
Yeah, man, take your time. Let me know. We still got 5 minutes. Was calling it at 11, just letting people kind of pile in. Most of our scholars are used to getting ready to go like late at 11:30, 12, because of the timer situation. So it's still a little early, but some of them are here and they'll keep pouring in. We got a lot of demand. We're not sure what happened, but the tickets have been insane today. So either the game is just, getting more popular, or it's an influx from some other kind of from other guild, or I don't even know.
Oh,
But
really?
it's been a bit overwhelming. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Dat
man.
boy is like, oh man, like, yeah, like I gotta constantly groom the gotchis, and that's why I've been telling the scholars, hey, the best are gonna be rising to the top with a more permanent position, and just getting the best gotchis. Do you know where they talk about guild channeling? Because I wanted to show them that. Is that like Gotchiverse Bible maybe two?
Gotchiverse Bible.
The first one?
Yeah. I think I can hear a little echo in the background. Can you hear the little echo you got? Do you have another window open maybe?
It could be me. Usually I don't have the mic too close to my mouth, so let me know. I'll do a sound check. Let me know when I'm sounding clear.
Okay.
How's that? Test, test, test.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I don't hear anything from you. You don't have any feedback. You sound good.
Okay.
See.
I can hear something in the background. I don't know if it's me maybe.
I got some music playing maybe. It might be the music. Is it that?
Maybe I have an instance of oh. Okay, I think it was totally me. Okay. I think it's good
Let's
now.
see.
That was 100% me.
Let's see. Where's Gotchiverse? Bible 1.
Like I'm just gonna make this.
I'm even just trying to remember and read up on like what guild channeling was like. I haven't thought about that in a minute.
It's been changing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the way we've been
I mean,
talking about it.
channeling has just become a big part of the game, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Where's all the channeling? Okay, so here it is, guys. So guild channeling. So there'll be a building like this for the guild, and then there'll be different types of crest, and then depending on the gotchis that are present and what they're wearing, they have this crazy formula here that will give us another opportunity to channel. It's like different than channeling how you're channeling now at an altar, which is pretty cool. They don't have any cool pictures, but the building kind of looks like this. It's like a guild building we'll all be able to hang out in. So we're gonna get about going in about like 2 minutes to open this portal. And for those of you that have never opened a portal before, essentially a portal is where a Gotchi is born. Every portal has 10 Aavegotchis in it, and we have to pick one. And I know you guys haven't really been thinking about so much beyond kinship, but there will be a phase in the game where traits can actually affect how your Gotchi plays from, things like luck and how many health points you have. And eventually there's going to be an action point bar that dictates like some moves that you can do and your overall movement speed and things like that, and like sprinting and all that kind of stuff. So not all gotchis are the same. Right now you guys are kind of like learning that, well, one thing that you know for sure that's not the same as kinship, because depending on the kinship that your gotchi has, it is how much you get from channeling, right? And there's a multiplier. The higher the kinship, the more alchemica you get channeling. Right now, we've just been giving out gotchis at random, but that's going to change, and it's going to start being, hey, whoever um, plays the best will have the highest kinship gotchi, and that makes sense. So we're keeping track of everybody's play, and I've already put up a type form. If you have a gotchi already and you're interested in applying for a higher kinship gotchi, where we evaluate, the body of work that you've put down, I'm gonna link the type form right now. If you give me a second. Um, and you guys can fill that out. You have to already have a gotchi. Oh, give me this. I might have to do this later. Oh, you know what? It's pinned. Let me see. Here it is. So if you're interested in, you have to already have one. A portal is where a gotchi is born. So we will be bringing a new gotchi to the world today. I don't know if that helps there, F9. It's a quick little, I mean, as soon as we start opening, you'll kind of understand, the language barrier will transcend, because essentially it's like a surprise pack of cards. You we're gonna open it and it's gonna roll a dice and it's gonna based on the roll, it's gonna give us 10 gotchis and they might be to me all gotchis are good, right? Because any a gotchi is like a ticket to play, so all gotchis are great, but there can be exceptional gotchis where they have this thing called high BRS, which is like their rarity score. And that ties to a whole bunch of different elements of the game. So let's see. It's 11:02. Let's go ahead and get this one cracked open. Um, exciting. I haven't done one in a while. I know Hefe has been doing them here and there, but it's been probably a good month since I've opened a portal. So
Yeah,
all
these are
the gotchas that
exciting.
you guys played were once in a portal. Every single one that you guys rent. So that's pretty cool to think about. So they all started just like this. So let's get let's get this portal open.
Here we go.
All right, everybody send your best vibes. Send good luck. All you guys are from different countries all over the world, so whatever mantra you guys do when you got some luck, we could use it here.
That's right. Send luck
High
our way.
BRS, yeah, high BRS gotcha could be worth a lot of money, and that's cool.
Good
Get
luck,
this.
friend.
Thank you, Dad Boy.
We're doing
This
the
one's for
rain
you.
dance over here.
This one's for you. It's actually an interesting portal number, 16916. A little numerology there. That was a little buggy, but usually it means it opened. When we get a confirmation, that's when we'll know it's open. All right, here it comes. So the first thing we'll see is the first gotchi in the portal. Remember, there's 10, so we're going to go through them one by one. And we'll talk a little bit about it so that you guys can learn about some of the stats. I'm a little rusty, so my stats might be a little off, but I got Hefe in here to help me out and correct me where I'm wrong, and Dat Boy as well. But we haven't really been thinking about this too often. So here's the first gotchi that's in the portal. So here you see the rarity score. It's a 440, which is not too high. Usually 500 and higher is where you consider like, okay, this is a pretty good gotchi. But each gotchi has 6 different traits that roll. So, and each trait basically, depending on which side of the bell curve you lie on, it's a different trait, right? So for energy, you could be on the left side over here or on the right side over here. And actually, the further you are to either side, the better the trait. And the ones in the middle are very, very average or not that great. So for energy, I believe the left side is AP and the right side is health. I might have that reversed.
No, you have that
But
reserve. You have that reversed. It's so on
okay,
the left
left
side
side is
it's
HP.
it's HP. Yeah.
Okay, so like if this gachi had like 0, it would have a lot of HP, and if it had like 99, it would have a lot of action points. And then for aggression, the right side of aggression is I think it has to do with defense, right?
So actually the aggression right side, high aggression is high action speed. So that's like the speed
Okay,
you'll swing your sword or your hammer. It's gonna be a high speed action.
and
Left
then the
side
left
is
side
defense. Yeah.
is defense. So if this gachi was 1 on combat, it would have a lot of defense. If it was 99 on combat, you would be able to do actions like attack speed. Yeah, that's a good term. Right? How many times? So like you can see the synergies. If you have a high AP gachi with a lot of attack points and it has a lot of attack speed, that's just going to be a really good synergy because you'll be able to do your attack over and over and over again quickly. Spookiness, I know for sure right side of spookiness has to do with luck. And luck is going to be something in the game that has to do with like going through walls or dodging, I think maybe, and things like that. Or maybe it's luck is not really dodging because I think that's what the left side of the spook is, right?
Uh,
At the reality.
yeah. The right side is at the reality, but also under that is like luck. So like you're saying,
Okay.
like getting through walls and all that kind of thing.
Dodging and things like that.
And then
And then on the left side,
critical strike chance is higher with high ethereality.
Okay, and then what is it on the left side again?
And then left side, HP and AP regen. These are all new traits too, right?
Okay.
So like we got the new trait mapping. That's why we're
Yeah, I'm
I'm
a
actually
little
referring
rusty.
to,
And I haven't honestly,
yeah.
I haven't even thought about it in a while because the game just hasn't really been so focused on that. We've just been focused on getting these altars and parcels and channeling and collecting, but there's this whole element of the game, you guys, that you haven't seen yet that will be coming out in the coming months. So imagine we're just scratching the surface with channeling and collecting. So there's going to be plenty to be excited about and just, plenty of reasons to want to stay in the Gotchiverse and play in the Gotchiverse. I know brain size on the right is actually range damage, correct, Hefe? I'm pretty sure about that.
Sorry, the for brain power.
For brain size, yeah.
Yeah,
Right
brains.
side is like I think.
Right side is range power, and then left side is melee power.
Okay.
And
So yeah,
actually,
little brain,
uh,
lot like much better with swords, and then right side of the brain. So if your brain was 100, you're much better with ranged weapons like bows and guns and things like that.
yeah, exactly.
And then lastly, the eyes, which is interesting because it's still being debated in the DAO, will have potentially synergistic properties with the others and have even maybe their own unique properties. But eyes can be up. All these traits can reach the highest level, which is considered mythical, and the lowest level is considered common, right, of the trait. So you can have a mythical eye color and a mythical eye shape, and those gotchis, some of you may see you're playing with your gotchis, and your gotchis have like pink eyes or weird eyes and stuff like that. And I think another really important thing that maybe you may have noticed, but every single one of your gotchis is actually a cryptocurrency, right? Like this right here is a tether gotchi, okay? And what does that have to do with things, right? One, that affects your glow, right? And the glow itself, you see it when you're playing the game. It's like green or pink or whatever. And then also every gotchi, for us to pull it out of this portal, if this was the gotchi, right? And we're just taking a little bit more time on this one because it's the first, and I wanted to explain it to you guys. But if we wanted to summon this particular gotchi, we would actually go ahead and put $10 of USDT in it. So every single one of your gotchis has cryptocurrency inside of it, and that's how it stays alive, and that's called Spirit Force. And without the Spirit Force, you can't your gotchi wouldn't exist. So every single gotchi, if you didn't know this, is like a little cryptocurrency savings bank, a little savings account where it stores cryptocurrency for you, which I thought is really innovative and cool, and different in terms of like play to earn games and NFTs and stuff like that. So that being said, let's roll through this. Let's go to the next one. Okay, this is a Daigachi of 438. Again, nothing too special. When you have like in the 400s, you'll have like one trait that's good, and then everything else is average. You could see on the bell curve, like nothing's really to the extremes. You want it to be the extremes. Okay, this is a cool Matic Gotchi or Polygon Network Gotchi. Um, Again, nothing too crazy. The first couple Gotchis has been like kind of meh. Um, cool eyes. We have two rare eyes in a row, so that's cool. I like kind of like these eyes. They're cute.
I really like those eyes too. The
Yeah.
matching polygon one's kind of
Okay,
cute.
this one's a bit better. So you can see here the color bar changes. So the higher the rarity, you cycle through different colors. So you can see these are all purple, right? And that corresponds to that common, uncommon, rare, mythical, and godlike. So this one right here is pretty much the best one we've found so far, and you can see that the stats correspond. It's got two stats that are pretty on the edge of the bell curve. The 4 for Serene, and the best is 0, and you can go past 0, but you won't roll anything that's under 0 or over 100, I believe. You can get there and you can go negative or you can go over 100 by using different wearables, and or eventually your gachi starts to earn experience, and then the experience translates into points that you can put in to move these around. But this is a pretty good gotchi. If this is what we end up with, this is a great gotchi for somebody to play with. Um, you know, Good AP points, or I think I might have switched that again. And then other low aggression, pretty close to, the end of the spectrum, and then a good spookiness score. And then these are kind of throwaway stats right here, that are kind of like in the middle, all this stuff right here. Okay. Okay, another mid 400 Gotchi. We're halfway through the portal right now. Again, pretty average Gotchi. This is still my favorite so far, with these purple eyes. The eyes, nothing special, but I really like how it looks. This is an Ethereum Gotchi, or Matic Ethereum, right? So Ethereum wrapped on Polygon. So that's what you
And
would
this
have to
one
put
is
Matic in here.
that one's kind of nice because it has high HP capacity. Because you see the Serene, it's low. That means it has high HP capacity, and it also has high defense power. Because if you look at the aggressiveness, it's also very low. So this one has a really
Yeah,
cool
that's true.
combo.
It's like a tank.
Yeah, tank. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a great point. And then you got some good luck on the you know, kind of ethereality. So
Yeah.
maybe you have like a good dodge or a good crit chance or a good block chance, depending on like how they're gonna treat shields and things like that. Like Avagachi's really gonna eventually morph into almost like a MMORPG, some elements of like World of Warcraft and those types of games, where you just, you have your character and you invest in it and you invest in its gear and it becomes yours. And, we want to hopefully you guys earn to the point where you can get your own gachi, and, you may still rent a gachi, because what's really crazy about them is that they're so diverse that you might need a certain gachi for certain things in the game. Like you may have certain tasks or quests eventually that it just makes sense to have this kind of gachi, and you may have your gotchi that's yours, but it might not be good at this, and you'll always be able to come to 8BitGG or to the market and say, well, I need a gotchi that has this and that, and rent that. So that's one of the really cool and innovative things about this game, that it's already set up in a way where, the characters in the game can kind of fluidly change hands in a secure way with the smart contract systems. Oh yeah, that's a good gotchi, everyone. That's a really good gotchi. 525 is great. This is a great portal that we just pulled.
Nice.
We have a mythical eyed shape. So the mythical eyed shape, you could see it's pretty crazy. It's specific to the actual character. Really exciting. I'm glad we pulled a good one with you guys. Um, I was kind of getting a little worried there. A couple of lame gotchis up front, or like all gotchis are great and they'll go into the fleet and get rented, but this is really, really great. Great pool. Happy with it overall. I would say I'm not sure what the market's like right now, Hefe, but would you say this is probably at least 800 ghosts, 850 ghosts, I'm thinking?
Yeah, I'd say so. Gotchis have been holding their value up really well during this market because of all the utility in the game and the actual game's launch. So, like the values haven't dipped down very much. I'd say you're on point with that. Maybe even a little bit more actually.
Yeah, could be 900 ghosts. I mean, the mythical low eye, some people really treasure having a mythical eye, of any sort, and we don't really know what they're going to be. They might be something really special. They're still kind of figuring out what that's going to mean in the game. They took a stab at it, but I think that they've kind of pulled back from that and are rethinking it a little bit deeper. But you can see, not only does it have this great mythical eye, but another three different traits that are good. Great energy, which this is high AP. This is really good synergistic too with the high aggression, so high attack speed basically, and then pretty good melee attack power. So this is going to be like a fighter gachi with like a nice sword, that will do its thing, and I'm super happy with this. I'm happy that we pulled this gachi. Let's see though, because usually when there's one good gachi in a portal, there's usually two. So let's see where we're at. All right, there it is. Next one, right? 525 and then 524. So this is actually going to make it a little bit more difficult to choose. Two really great gotchis, great pool, great portal. And sometimes I don't like when this happens, because now we're going to have to think deeply. I'm probably not going to summon it today because I don't have any ghost in here to transfer into the what's necessary. These gotchis at this level are a little bit more expensive to summon. Once you get up into the high, the like 520s and stuff, I think it could be anywhere from 50 to $100 depending. I think maybe a 530 is when it breaks into 100, but um,
So,
really good pool,
so I have the fireball.gg site open for that previous gotchi that you just showed. just putting
Hmm.
in 525 BRS minimum, and the collateral, the cheapest one right now is 1,099 Ghost, and then it goes to
Wow, that's awesome.
and then 1350
Yeah,
Ghost is like the floor.
let's take a little detour because everybody here is, pretty new or has not really enjoyed this part of the game. So, if you guys, Fireball .gg is a great site. It's by another guild called the Ordendao that have been like long-standing OG Gotchi players since the game first started, and there's such a great community that builds these tools and just has a lot of cool stuff to explore. And this is one of those sites. So they have a marketplace filter. So what Hefe was talking about is if we look here, you can see all these gotchis are listed for sale. And what he did is he said, okay, well, what's the minimum BRS? Well, it's a 525. So show me all the gotchis that are at least a 525, and then we can sort them by price. And you can see the cheapest 525 right now is actually 999 ghosts. But if you take into account the actual the Ethereum Leth, he's talking about this one right here, which is almost 1100 ghosts. So great pool. Basically, this pool is more than what I paid for the portal. So that's always a positive, right? That doesn't always happen. I'm always okay because I think any gachi is great. It goes in, it's something that somebody can rent. Obviously we're running out of gachis, and we have ways to source more, but just from the core amount that's in the in for the scholars right now, it's starting to dry up a bit. So, all gotchis are great, even if we didn't pull a great one. But the fact that we've pulled a 525 and a 524 is just awesome, and really cool that we're doing it with you guys here tonight. So this next one is great too. It's just different, right? And so it's just a matter of preference. So you kind of have to think about, well, what kind of gotcha do I want to play with, right? Where this one has really high energy and high aggression. This one's actually the opposite. This one has actually really low energy and really low aggression. And so depending on, that other one is going to be more of a fast attacking high AP, where this one is going to be um, kind of a lot of health and a lot of defense, right? So really, this is a really tanky Gotchi, especially with the non-violent being one. And you can see how things start to stack on the edges of the bell curve. That's where you want to be. You don't want to be in the middle. You want to be all the way to the right or all the way to the left,
What
right?
was
And you can see on
the
this one.
what was the portal price for this? How much Ghost did you pay for this one? Do you remember?
Man, I probably bought this about 2 or 3 weeks ago for 850 Ghost, around there.
Yeah, that's really nice
So
then. If you have that gotchi in there, that one's worth at least, like you said, 1,100. But if you look, that's the only one that's 1,100. If you look for the next one, it's like 13 or 1,400. So, um,
right, exactly. If we just do it by collateral and we go to AM ETH or MAW ETH rather, there you go. Oh no, this is the old collateral type. The new one is this one, right? Yeah, exactly. So you see, there's actually not even a lot of choices for 525 and up for this particular collateral. So definitely a pretty rare gotchi that we pulled, and we're not done. We're gonna look through the rest of it. But really, really cool experience so far with y'all. And you can see as the BRS gets higher, these are a lot higher, right? This is a 531, a 534, a 543, and therefore the prices of the gotchis get more and more expensive. A 550, a 553. And why does BRS matter? Well, right now, mostly for this thing called rarity farming, which is if you own a gachi and you dress it and it ranks very high, like in the top, I think it was 7,500 gachis, you get paid. You actually get paid through a rarity farming event, and you get paid ghost for having a rare gachi. Which I don't think for rentals and stuff, I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't think too many people that rent are just gonna let the renter keep that. They're probably gonna keep it for themselves. But if you own a gachi or one day you aspire to own a gachi, the higher the BRS, the more likely you are to get paid. And I'll take one last little quick detour over to, let's just go really quick here. And you can see the leaderboard here. If you guys are ever curious, this is where you can see the rarest gotchis in the whole game, ranked by from 1 all the way to 7,500. It's going to take a second here, but we'll look at the the top gotchis, the rarity season is over. It finished about a month ago, and the Dow usually does a couple a year, okay? But here, these are the rarest gotchis in the game. So Felon right now is ranked number 1, but you can see they have all godlikes on. They have the best equipment. This one's in the full Samurai Shogun set. You know, there's some that are wearing things from the early days. Here's a set of Matrix eyes, the Ave boat. I mean, Master Yin doesn't even have anything close to what these gotchis have. My gotchi right now is ranked, I think, number 100. Let's see if I broke back into the top 100. But if you're ever bored, you can come here and kind of check out like what the full potential of having a gotchi could be. If you were to, some of these gotchis have $100,000, $200,000 US of equipment on them, which is pretty crazy to think about, right? Yeah, Master Yin. Oh yeah, Master Yin is number 95 right now, so that's great. You know, but usually it gets really competitive around rarity farming, and people start to dress their gotchis, and then the orders changed, and stuff like that. So, pretty cool though. If you hadn't known about this before, I encourage you guys since you have a rented gotchi, you can always come to app.avagachi and you can explore all these different things from the bazaar to the ticket system, all the kind of stuff. You can look through the bazaar, etc. So let's get back to the portal. It's 11:22. I want to kind of finish up in the next 10 minutes or so that we can get to the group channeling that we do. So I think we are on number 7. So awesome portal. So 465. Again, this is a pretty nice stat gotchi. You know, nice everything on the right side except for the energy, and all pretty high. There's potential here. You could move this gotchi up and upgrade it to get to more rare end of the bell curve. 464. Um, Again, pretty average gotchi, nothing crazy. We got the meat and potatoes in the middle of it all, and then lastly a 423. So again, you can see the really the big difference between these gotchis right here, and I love the eyes on this one. I think that's really cool. But
Yeah,
this
it looks like
is
Pambit's eyes.
yeah, for me, like I mean, I'm
You
more
should show the bell
partial
curve as
to
well.
yeah, I'm more partial to this guy, but either of these would be a good choice depending on how you want to play. But I'm pretty leaning towards this one because of the mythical eye roll, right? You can't change the eyes. The eyes that you have are the eyes that you get forever. So you can change these stats by putting on different wearables, or as the gotchi ages, you get points to put into it. Like every level or every 3 levels, you get 1 point. So by XP and by age, you get points because once the gotchi's born, it starts a counter on how old it gets. Let me see really quick. Actually, I can show you guys like an older
No,
gotchi.
you should show the bell curve of those two gotchis.
Yeah, I showed it. I'll show it again though. So like for example, like this gotchi is a zoomer. It's born 148 days ago. So it's older, and you can see because it's dressed up, even though it's a 516 stock BRS, it actually has a 530 rarity, and then it's a pink. So the next rarity level starts to get pink. And then here's the points that I'm talking about. So I haven't used the points because I'm kind of saving them for when this side of the game launches, because maybe some of the gotchis want to take a different strategy. But here, if you wanted to, right, this 97, we could take it all the way to 100, right? And it changes how good that gotchi plays with that energy trait, right? So this is actually a great example to show you guys, and different things like the pocket. So every gotchi has a pocket where it holds its wearables and where it gets rewarded its rarity season rewards, and you see the spirit force here. There's 25 USDC in this gotchi, which is kind of this little gotchi holds its own even with the cryptocurrency downturn and the bear market. This is 25 USDC is 25 USDC, so that's pretty interesting. And then you see the level, which right now the way that the leveling system has been working is by showing up to events and things like that are official events from Pixelcraft. And you get experience by doing that. And there hasn't been too many of those recently because I think that they're also probably thinking about how they're going to rework the experience system in the game. It'll probably be separate in the Gotchiverse because I think they're gonna want us to be able to earn experience through quest and change how the Gotchi mechanics work for your particular Gotchi. So I know I'm dumping a lot of information on you guys, but I hope you enjoyed it. This is a really great portal opening. I want to, so in the event text chat, which is right above the learning theater, I always like for the scholars to name the Gotchi. So I would love for you guys to throw me some names. I will summon this Gotchi tomorrow and it will enter the fleet and you might see it out there. You might even end up with it. So if you have some suggestions, I'm gonna ping you guys here in the chat where you can put it. Whoops. Names here. And then, yeah. No, there's already a dat boy. I'm sorry. It's actually rented. Somebody's got it right now. So, Friends fries. Oh, that's a really good one. Avocado. That's a good one. People are coming out with the food today. I think Kaiser, you got the names, man. Because like last time, I think you suggested the Philip Fines. That was a good one too. But Friends fries is good. I kind of don't want anybody to steal that.
It was just Han who was the Philippines.
Oh, it's just Hanzo. It was the Philippines. Okay, but
So
all right, I'm gonna leave it open there, and I'm gonna let you guys keep suggesting names, and I'll surprise you guys tomorrow, and I'll pick one, and I'll put it up, and this guy will be ready to be rented by someone in the guild. And yeah, that's it for now, guys. Just hang out. We're gonna start channeling. Let me check on here. Let's see how these cooldowns are working with these altars. We'll probably start in about 5 to 10 minutes. We can probably start at 11:30 sharp, but if we give it another 10, some of these will start dropping off towards the end of us actually channeling. And uh I'm gonna get Hefe over a couple gotchis to help us channel tonight. And 30 sharp, but if we give it another 10, some of these will start dropping off towards the end of us actually channeling. And uh I'm gonna get Hefe over a couple gotchis to help us channel tonight. Let me mute Master Yang. A special guest tonight. Master Yang is a partner of the 8-bit GG. He has been working some other parts of our portfolio with NFT, so he hasn't been around. But he is my other half, as you know, Yin and Yang, and he's with us tonight. And we're just catching some feedback through his mic. I was hearing myself, so I had to mute him real quick. But he's gonna participate in the channeling event tonight, so get ready. Move over if you haven't to D11 and D12. I know a lot of you guys already know the routine. But for those that don't, I'm gonna put up the map really quick so you guys can see where we're gonna be at. So just keep on looking at my screen. But great pool tonight, guys. 525. You can't really ask for more. I mean, I would have loved something crazy like a 560 or something. I know our day is coming with one of those on a live stream, but it's a very good gotchi in the sense that we are cash flow positive. It's worth more than what we paid for the portal, so that's always a nice thing. So let me show you guys really quick for those of you that are new and maybe have not channeled with us before in a group channeling event. Let's see. So we start in this area right here, and we kind of work our way through. Everybody has their list, so we're kind of doing simultaneous channeling. You got time. Don't worry about it. The person that says they got to make their way to D11, we're gonna start like in about 5 minutes or so, 5 to 10 minutes. And I'll announce it in the chat on the scholars chat when we're officially starting, so that everybody kind of starts at the same time, the channelers, and we make our way through here, through here. This is where a lot of the action happens. I usually advise that people kind of hang out in D11 and 12, start collecting until it gets real dry, and then I tell them to kind of like come out to 13, 34, 33, 32, 31, and 30, and then 29, 10, and 1A, which 1A is for those if you want to spawn in there. This area right here is called, I think, the southeast spawn point in the default spawn points. And then, as it slows down, we kind of finish up the channelings all around here, and it spreads out a bit. We have some parcels here in 14, and then the last stragglers. Usually we would go up to 43, but those parcels were bugged out pretty bad, so I had to move them to another account to try to get them. For some reason, everybody, like even myself, I'm the owner of the parcels, and they were not showing up as mine, like I own them. So today's been a pretty frustrating day. Lots of bugs. It's to be expected, so we just all have to be patient. But we keep getting more and more organized. Keep playing your hearts out. We're watching. I think most people, I'll post it again, where you can come and see your. Let me see. Let's go to this a new tab. If you want to see how you're doing, you can always come here and let's do this. This is where you guys are renting from. And I'll drop this in the chat so you can kind of see where you're at. Oh, what's the problem there? Is there space? Yes, there was. So you can come here, and not only that, but we can also now see when you guys are channeling. So these are all really good people that have been channeling. I know it's hard for everyone to channel. In fact, there's not enough parcels for everyone to channel at yet, but I'm working on that. We're upgrading the altars. When they're all level 3, that's going to double our capacity in D4, D5. And furthermore, tomorrow I'm going to be dropping some more parcels for all you guys because this constituency of players has been growing and there's more of you. But if you come here, you can rank yourself by your FUD equivalent per hour. These are the top collectors. Andrew Online, just absolute torrent today. Pretty crazy because they just got the Gotchi, really going at it for those couple of hours that they've had it. Shaq, Pinky and the Brain, that boy. And then you can also come here. This is FUD per hour, but your total FUD equivalent. So Deja Vu, Black Mamba, F9, which is one of the best performers, gives great advice. I would DM him or her and find out really good strategy with like making sure they never go over the same place twice by using the coordinate system. A lot of really good stuff. The guild's all about everybody learning. We're pretty open. I like for you guys to ask questions in the open. Try to DM me and Dat Boy less. Just ask the question. There's no stupid questions because when you ask it in the chat, other people may have the question and they may find value in the answer as well. So it doesn't do us any good in the DM. So, don't be afraid to ask of your fellow scholars and of us. And basically, the top 30 people from here, which it's not just about like performance of collecting Alchemica. It's like, hey, how often do you claim? How often do you take to the Vortex? Are you coming to the group channelings? Are you active in the Discord? The top 30 people here, I've already started actually separating the gotchis in the land are going to get a dedicated gotchi that's going to be probably over 375 and higher. I had said 400, but to expand the range a little bit and get more people involved, probably going to be 375 or higher BRS. And also, you're going to get a dedicated channel area where you can absolutely be certain that every day you will have an altar to channel at. So, keep it up. We're watching. We see the standouts. We know who's out there and giving their all. And there's some absolutely monsters. There's some people that are collecting like crazy. So don't be scared to ask them, hey, what's your strategy? How do you do it? Like, how do you get so much Alchemica? I've seen people fill up their bag in 6-7 hours with 250 Alchemica, just crazy. So, and then Kaiser was one of the standouts during the play drop. He's a community manager and he's in charge of player development and making the best players. He's also a very, very good Alchemica collector and knows the game very well. So you can reach out to him and he's happy to help you guys out. But super stoked. I'm gonna go get ready for this event. Don't leave the actual thing. This chat will be in here and we'll be talking. And I'm gonna leave the map up for now for those of you that need to make your way to District 11 and 12. Start heading over there now, and we're gonna get going. I'm gonna call it at exactly 11:40. For those on the chat, Trees, that boy, Kaiser, Dans, and Just Hans, get ready at 11:40. Just start knocking off your list, okay? I'll be right back.
Perfect. Yeah. We'll see you in a bit. I'll reconfigure my screen and get ready for channeling myself. So.
All right, Hefe, I sent you 5. It might take you a second to go ahead and claim them really quick, but just don't channel D11 or 12 because those people have a list. If you want, head out to D1. I would say to get 5 channeled real quick, you could probably go to uh, any of these right in here. Um, they might be on CD, but probably not. That way you don't kind of double like accidentally grab a parcel that somebody is already assigned. These are all kind
So
of
you want me to
loose
go to
right
D9
here.
then? D9 for those?
You can go to 1A. Like all these in
1A.
one will probably be ready. Yeah. So like when you enter, I would just put like 1 and then look like this one right here is ready rapidly contract, and some of these are like kind of ticking off. So like by the time we're done with D11 and 12, you can probably get in there and you can kind of be waiting there. Or in the meantime, if you want, you can just kind of like collect with us and then kind of spawn there when you're ready. But all the ones in D11 or 12 are kind of they're assigned already. That way, there's just kind of concurrency and like people are like channeling at the same time to kind of try to maximize the spillover. That's kind of been our strategy thus far. So, Don's trees, that boy, in about a minute from now, if you want, go ahead and get to your first parcel and we'll get this going. And let me ping everybody in the chat one last time to make sure we get any stragglers.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of the best way to do this. I guess I could live stream you guys, and I can
Yeah, I
play.
would collect and then like in 20 minutes you could go channel.
Yeah, I think
Like
I'll
a
do
lot of
that.
these in District 1 will be ready then.
Yeah, let me
Okay,
rearrange
let me
this
see. Dodo
then.
Scholars, we will be channeling in less than a minute.
Sorry, I was ripping out some rentals. We're gonna do this now.
Yeah,
Let's
right now.
see,
If you
this
want, go ahead and go to your first parcel. Everything
Stop.
should be more or less ready.
So
stretch
I'm just
that
gonna
out.
rip out 7. I don't even know
Doge
what that is.
Grim, I would hang out in D11 or 12. There'll probably be some spillover in 9, but we do a majority of it. Like we do like 40 to 50 right off the bat in D11, 12, which kind of creates that spillover. So I would be in there, but remember, like, and it's pinned for those. Uh, always we pin the important messages, but this is what it looks like, right? Um, right
We
now.
starting now?
Yeah, you can start. The hot zone is not exactly perfect. In fact, we think it's kind of broken, but you could see basically it's about the radii of like 2 to 3 districts at least, right? And the furthest out is really where there's the least. So if you start getting into these green circles, you'll see it's kind of like 1 to 2 districts worth. So if we're in 11, it's probably going to be dropping in 9, 10, and 12. If we're in 12, it's probably going to be dropping in like the one to the left of 12, north of 12, and also 11. So head over there now, and we're going to do our thing now. So go ahead, guys, start channeling. Kaiser, just Hans, Danzigall, start channeling. Let's see. Let's get my list. And then as always, guys, if you're seeing a lot of Alchemica, we'd love to see screenshots, post them in the chat. Let me know if it's more than usual. I always like to see, the impact that we're making. It's kind of hard when you're channeling to see that. So I'm gonna go my first Gotchi.
Is that the gotcha you rented me? Are those on the same whitelist?
Yeah, I just shot them out like unless the transaction failed, but I was kind of in a hurry. But they should be on 5011.
5011? Yeah, 511. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one. 5011.
Do you have any problem or no?
Who, me?
Trees.
Man, I've gotten a blank parcel screen probably like the most I've ever gotten playing this game.
Yeah,
I think
it's
I've
been
logged
really
in like
bad lately.
20 times today, like in the last 7 minutes, and I've gotten one successful login. So this is kind of crazy for me tonight.
Yeah, I mean, look, I just hit it too, like, and it's like I can't see it. I can't
I
even
don't
see
even
the.
I mean, I updated my drivers. I thought it was like a graphics
Nah,
driver
nah,
issue.
things
Like
are very buggy right
this is
now. I
this is
mean,
nuts.
today has been really bad. Overall, they've actually push 3 different um, updates. So we started the day at version 2.4, and if you look, I think we're on 2.9, so they might be on 5 updates. But um, let me know if it's missing for whatever reason. I'll come over to your parcel and I'll go into build mode and I'll get it to flesh out. But like right now, I don't even see my grid, but I'm able to still channel because I can go into the build mode and it makes the altar kind of pop out. So I'm popping my first one right now.
Even without a parcel there, you're saying?
Yeah, look, if you look at the
Yeah, I can't
feed,
go into
you can
build
see.
mode like that to do that. That would be nice though.
Okay, my first
And then
one's out.
parcel spawn.
Well, if you want, just let me know and tell me which parcel you're at and I'll come make it pop.
The parcel in general.
Yeah, just give me the first word if you want. If you
That's
keep
what
doing it and it's not
in like
coming up.
every single one now.
What about you, trees? You want me to come to your parcel?
No, 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 no. I'm not even seeing the parcels is the problem.
I know, but I can go to it and I can make the altar appear.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, I mean if you want to try on this
What's the
one,
word?
I'm on until right now.
Yeah, guys, today might be a little crappier than usual, unfortunately, because experience with their all experience right now. I'm sure for Hans and it's probably the same too, and for Kaiser, you'll see right now. Hopefully, when I come in, it's actually gonna load it, but it hasn't been like actually loading the parcels at all. But see, now I bet you you'll see the altar. Do you see it,
You into until?
trees?
Hold on, let me look.
Yeah.
No, 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 I don't see it.
I mean, you're not
Mm-mm.
here. I don't see you. Where are you?
Let me make sure I went to the right one. Hold on. Yeah, I went to until. I'm on roll me. You don't see roll me?
No, I don't see anybody here. It's next to a little blue alpha.
I see. I'm not even seeing the frickin' the alchemical lakes. Like this is nuts. Hold on, let me just try to relog.
Well, it's there if you need it. I'm gonna move on to the next one so that we're at least getting some flow going. Okay, I'm moving on to my second one.
Just got the first spawn after over 10 tries.
You got one?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, it
Parcel
took like
can't.
10 tries for me, at least 10.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't had one grid load, not even once.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's very broken
No, it's
right
gonna
now,
take
but
you a while. I'm telling you, it's gonna take you like 10, at least 10 or 12.
well,
I'm not.
I know.
I got
Good.
one and the parcel's not ready yet. So
There was someone in our chat that said
just walk to it.
if you turn off the animations, it might help. If you turn off the animations in the
Yeah,
game.
I usually have the back thing out to the star field, so I'm gonna turn that off. But I was clearing my cache so many times today trying to like uh fix stuff that it wiped out my settings. But I'm popping my second one, so we're slowly working through it.
Let me do that. Let me mess with the animation settings now.
And for those of you that are with us the first time, you can see like when it channels, you see here, like the spillover is 30 FUD, 15 FOMO, 7 alpha, and 3 KEK out there somewhere in the radius. So when enough of us do this, like if we're doing, 40 parcels, that's 1200 FUD, right? And, about 400 FOMO or about 280 alpha and 120 KEK, and that we make basically rain every night that we do this. So usually it's a bit smoother and it looks a lot aesthetically pleasing. But let me see. Let me get rid of the star field and get rid of the gotchi glow. I usually leave
can't get
animate
anything.
installations, but let's see. See how that goes. So moving on to Escher. Remember too, you can see that boy now. At least here, there's like this little like, you know, it will tell you even if it's ready or not. So without you even logging in, don't even waste your time and log in unless it says that it's like ready here.
No, it said ready.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't have a timer next to it.
Well, it literally will say ready. Like the word ready. Oh, that's a nice one. Black and darkness.
I need to fix the level 1 to level 2 altars.
Yeah, I was talking to them and Alvi got through to Coder Dan and Coder Dan said that they're going to be working on some things to optimize the contracts to kind of deal with some of those issues. I don't know if they're going to literally go as far as to upgrade the level 2 stuff, but at least make it so that I could um upgrade the level 2s to 3s. Today I've been stuck with the inability to even upgrade, which has been horrible because we're losing time and I want to get you guys channeling as soon as I can. As many of you as I can. Wow, this is pretty nuts. This is really bad today.
So yeah, I turned off all the animations and now I can't even get past the loading screen.
I would do a Control Shift R, hard to restart or hard to refresh on the browser. I'm channeling my third now. Oh, of course, says even though it's ready, it says it can't channel yet. I mean, by this time we had already like it's almost midnight, so it's
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
they should all
strange.
be ready right now.
They should all be ready.
A lot of my parcels say 40-minute cooldown.
Yeah, they can't be right.
I don't know. But it said.
Just keep skipping through. Go to the next one.
The game's
I found
trolling us tonight.
Dude, this is what was happening to me last night. I got so frustrated.
Yeah, that boy did not have patience last night.
It was
Yeah.
smooth for me last night, man. I got all like 20 done in like 45 minutes, 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sounds
that's
amazing.
it.
I
No,
haven't had one.
yeah,
I haven't
still.
had one parcel load for me.
I mean,
That's
I've
the
had
funny thing.
one, just one. And
Like
now
I
with
don't see
everything
any of
off
the
still.
parcels. All right, let's see if we can get this one going.
See, I do have patience.
Parcel can't channel yet. Yeah, that's nuts. I'm not. That doesn't even make sense. Might be a rough one tonight, guys. Sorry. This is probably the worst one yet that we've had. Usually we get through it, but
But
this
yeah,
is
and
not
the
looking good.
Matic network's also really congested right now. So I'm just trying to do these transactions, and it's just you gotta bump the
Yeah, it
gas
might
up
be the
real
perfect
high.
storm.
That's not helping. That's definitely not helping this situation for
You
sure.
know, well, look, there's a bunch that are about to drop off. These are them probably maybe in 12, 1 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute. There's tons of stuff ready, but just not in the area that we usually
I
channel.
don't even see some of the land parcels on this list anymore.
I mean, that's just strange. Yeah, I mean, they
Yeah,
can't
that's weird. That
go
they should be
anywhere.
there.
Not. No, none of these 40 District 43 parcels are on here.
Oh yeah, 43. You're not. I'm 43 got moved out, so there's nothing for you there. I had to move those out yesterday because they were, um, that's usually Kaiser and Donzikal's area and Hans, and they were showing up blue, like as if like I didn't own them. But this one I'm a little bit surprised with because let's see, it's included, and if you
All of
come
mine's have a
here,
30-minute cooldown, at least 38 minutes.
yeah, look, this says ready now.
Found one ready. That's not even it. 19 minutes.
This one says
Have
ready
you
to
been
go
able to
on the
load the
site.
grid yet though, that boy? Have you seen any
Not really.
parcels yet? Mm,
I got it
yeah,
once and it was the wrong parcel.
you should have just walked. So you wouldn't have
Yeah,
wasted it.
I can't even see anything. All I see is is just. I think if I wasn't even able to go into build mode, like it would be really bad because I don't even see like grids. I don't see anybody else's altars. I don't see anybody else's land.
Yep.
It's probably about the worst I've seen it ever.
Yep. For sure.
I bet
And not only
they're
that,
about
but
I bet they're about to push a huge update. I bet it's gonna happen.
Has
probably.
to
I
be.
mean, we're on 2.10. So we're like this morning we woke up to 2.4, so we're 6 versions in today.
Well, that's good. At
That
least it shows they're pushing stuff, you know.
yeah.
They're pushing updates, you know. I
Listen,
think that's
software is
kind of
not easy to
positive.
build, like, but, you kind of don't want to be pushing to production, like, oh my God, let me, like, because it cascades. You can have other bugs that you introduce, like, if you're not pretty much perfect. So I'm sure they're coding their hearts out. I have zero
I don't
doubts
even
about
see my
that.
gotchis anymore.
Yeah, I can't refresh.
Yeah, you know what? Hefe's probably right. I bet you they're in the middle of about to push something.
Yeah, definitely.
So we might have to call this off tonight, unfortunately, guys, and just save it for tomorrow. Because, no need to stay up late and waste everybody's time for no reason. Might as well keep the cooldowns for tomorrow. Maybe we can do it a little bit earlier
Earlier,
instead of
yeah, I was
doing it,
gonna say
yeah,
that.
doing it so late. Oh, cool. Here, I'm just picking randos now. I found one to channel off, so I'm just gonna pop off as many as I can if I find them.
Wait, you have that little build
Yeah,
trick that
exactly. I can
definitely
make them
helps.
appear. I think there's a way for me to
Oh,
whitelist for you
yes,
guys.
finally I got one.
You found one? All right, cool. Let's just
Well, no,
keep
I
at it.
mean
Let's
I
just
I spawned one successfully.
let's just try for another 10 minutes.
So that'll be my second one.
Are you guys seeing any Alchemica flow? Post in the chat. So yeah, Hefe, sorry that your first one had to be a little janky like this, but this is kind of what we do, and it usually works pretty well.
Oh, this is
It's kind
cool. I
of
could see how
it's
it could
interesting.
work when it's smooth.
Yeah, and remember we had like kind of envisioned this as being like, the way that we can make our own kind of play drops, and it certainly acts that way, especially when it's working.
I mean, just wait till it scales up and we can coordinate all 280 gotchis somehow.
Yes, exactly. And
That'll be
that's
cool.
why we're starting to organize things in the guild and finding out who is going to be the people to help us, right? Because I think it'd be really cool if we had a group channeling with 100 people, assigned 100 parcels, and everybody just did it at the exact same time. I think that that's the dream, and just like seeing like the Alchemica just reign,
Yeah, that's gonna be the best.
right? That's kind of like how I had envisioned it. And I think we're getting pretty close to that. Like when this is smooth. Last night it was definitely smoother than today, especially for trees. Trees like ran through 20 parcels in like 30, 40 minutes at the same time that we were all going. So it was a nice spillover effect.
You could for sure do 20 parcels in 20 minutes if it's no
If it's
bugs.
working good, yeah, I could
Yeah,
totally see that happening for sure.
because you don't even have to wait for the transaction to go through before you move on to the next one.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true. If you have like, I'm doing my 5th one now, so I'm getting through it. So stick around, guys. Stay in the districts. It's slow and painful, but it's definitely spilling over.
I've only got a parcel to load one time, and I've been
I haven't
refreshing
I
it
haven't
nonstop.
seen any parcels. If you guys are watching my screen, you guys can see like I have not even seen one parcel. But I'm on my 6th Scotchy now, so Alchemica is spilling over for sure.
I'm just going to random parcels now.
Yeah, it's okay. Try to go through 11 and 12 if you can though.
I'm doing to like 29. Seeing if anything will load. No, I can't get a parcel to load.
Let's hope we don't get kicked out.
Did you exit your browser completely or do like a hard restart or a hard refresh?
Did it work?
It's so weird, like not having the parcel.
Did it work when you did it, Trees?
Um, I don't know if that fixed it, but
Alright, I'm
I've
still
been able to
channeling
successfully
my
load 2 so far.
one. Yeah, I might want to
There's
do a
so
browser
many tabs
restart too.
open. I hate closing everything out.
Oh, what's up top? Sorry, I stole your parcel, I think.
Oh, you took that one?
Yeah,
Well, I
sorry.
can't see it anyways, so.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So I could check that one off. See, I didn't even see you there.
That's crazy. Well, before I hadn't seen you either.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
when we
you
were on
couldn't
that
see
other
me.
one together, I couldn't see you.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you that are looking at my screen, this is what I was talking about. Like to search a gotchi, you just have to put partial of the name, but it must be exact. So if you ever find yourself in that same situation like earlier today where, your gotchis aren't loading in this window and it was just spinning, you can do that. You can just type a couple letters. It's case sensitive. So if it's caps, it's got to be in caps. If not, it won't do it. Wow, dude, I would be totally screwed if it wasn't for the ability to go into build mode.
Yeah, mine's just like so laggy right now. I think it's because of the live stream too, because it takes a lot of bandwidth. So probably gotta upgrade my
Yeah,
internet
just,
too.
I haven't seen it this bad as it is tonight. At least with like the loading and stuff. It'll
Yeah, this
pick
is
up
the
this little alpha right here.
definitely the worst I've ever seen it.
Just do what you can.
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna keep trying.
Yeah.
My stubborn personality won't want to quit.
And at least it's a little convenient that you can at least see here that it's what's ready and not.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that they put the cooldown little timer. Um, I like that they put the little timer for the gotchis too. That's pretty cool.
Doesn't look like many people are seeing parcels load.
Still haven't seen one.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
mean,
mean,
out
this
of
has to
all of
be an
us, out of
be
all of
all
us, we're
around
zero for
problem.
zero, right? I don't think anybody's are loading.
I've
I
had
can't even
two,
see other gotchis. Are
two
you not loading the
successful
parcels
ones.
either, Hefe?
I know my parcels aren't loading at all.
Yeah, no one's like the whole grid, like or the whole citadel. I don't see any parcels, period. Not even just like the ones that we're supposed to be spawning on. I'm still going through them though, so if you're in the area, keep.
I mean, at this point, you think it's
I wonder
worth?
if Outcast is even dropping or they can see it.
You think it's worth continuing to channel, or better to try and save some of these for tomorrow for like a true drop? You know?
Um. Oh, hey, Moscow Mule. Nice little pickup. I saw you get that blue.
'Cause I mean, I think you can handle all of ours in D11 and D12 for sure, probably, but it's gonna be
I'm
basically all
having,
on you.
I'm helping someone in the chat really quick because I think they were trying to channel. These are the ones linked to open channeling for scholars, and it's a little. Nice picture, Morgana. The only reason you wouldn't be able to channel those is if you have. Cute little baby sounds. Sorry,
Baby has
Anthony.
entered the chat.
Oh, that is a sneaky one. When they like when it's the same color as like the lake or whatever the alchemica the bubble up or whatever they're calling them now, the boosted is what they used to be called.
I thought a bubble up was something else.
I don't
Aren't they
know
just
anymore.
Alchemica lakes?
No, they used to be called boosts, alchemica boosts, which
Oh, boost lake to the land.
because
Yeah, makes
yeah,
sense.
exactly. Whatever like whoever it touches gets more alchemica from the ground in that area, but that whole shit was a really big controversy in the game for a while. A nice little rally in the Bitcoin price.
This is so tragic.
It's super
I'm gonna
tragic
try. I'm gonna
because
try maybe logging on to one of my gotchis, onto one of my parcels. Maybe that makes a difference.
probably not,
Or
but
maybe like
you know,
go into build mode
I
and maybe
tried
it'll
all
trigger
sorts of
something.
stuff today. No, I mean build mode really just causes what's called a resync with the chain, and that's what brings
So it
the
just
altar
shows you the
back.
altar.
Like the client is disconnected from the blockchain, so like when you hit build mode, it actually makes a call out to Polygon and says, "Oh, okay, give me this parcel. Oh, look, there is an altar there." And then the client, the game renders the altar, but
So you
that's
just see the
super
altar
buggy.
there, like alone.
Yeah, I mean for me, yeah, that's how I see it. Yeah.
But
It's just like all by itself.
let's see. I'm gonna experiment that now.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
yeah, that's
having no luck.
crazy.
I tried with my own gotchis, and
And it's usually not this bad, Eve. This is like really bad.
Oh yeah,
But
so it rendered the tile and it rendered the altar.
at least we got a nice pool tonight for those of you that got to be a part of it, and tomorrow's another night, and hopefully another 24 hours of the game. Developers figuring out what's going on can help out. I mean, I'm still channeling. I'll probably do like another 15 or so because I'm able to find them at this point. I mean, I wouldn't go to past 12:30 because then it's gonna put a lot of those on CD for tomorrow. Even though like some of these are even
It should
level
be 12
3.
hour. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was gonna
like
say
some of
that.
them are level 3 and even and more will be done tomorrow, I think. Like look, I have all these upgrading. See all these
Should
guys.
be able to start doing 2 group channels a day.
That was the idea, right? Like on a 12-hour window, but just hopefully a lot of these getting upgraded. These are new level 2s, and a lot of these are level 3s. So hopefully we won't have we can pick a time tomorrow, like at, maybe 9:30, 10 instead of having to, because for us over here, we're not really night owls and this is like really late. It's about 12:30 in the morning for us right now.
Yeah, I'm not really having any luck with this, but it's good that I've been live streaming you because it gives everybody some action. They've been watching you
Yeah,
run
yeah,
through yours. Because at some point I realized I wouldn't have, I wouldn't be able to do much here. So, um, you
you're
did
just
some
watching me.
channelings there, and that's it's good to see how that's done, and I think it's gonna get better. I think, like you said, they're pushed at least 6 updates already, and they're probably working right now like mad to get the rest of them out. So hopefully tomorrow is a lot smoother. I'll try and figure out my setup for live stream here, and
Yeah.
so it's a little smoother on my end too, and we're gonna make it happen. So
Yeah, man, we're not giving up, that's for sure. And there's a lot of people in this chat that have had successful ones with us the last couple of nights. And, the first couple of nights were actually, they were not bad, but we weren't as organized. Yesterday and the day before, we were most organized, but the game's been pretty glitchy. So it just hasn't been the perfect night yet, but I have one of these. I have a feeling one of these we're gonna get it. And moreover, like what I have been able to do is like start observing players that are doing really well and they're filling out the type form, and I'm gonna get them involved in this, and there will probably be like a elite squad of maybe 15 of the best players that will channel with us in group events. So they'll have two gotchis. They'll have their gotchi that they channel and collect with, and then they'll have one that's just dedicated for group. That's kind of how I'm thinking it'll work because um, until I go source more gotchis from other players, there's 280 gotchis total right now ready to go. Most of them are rented out to people, but that is a finite number, and we're gonna have to start preferring like and giving priority to the people that play hard and play often. Until I'm able to source some more gotchis, which I've had several landowners and already approach me and ask if we can manage their stuff for them. So I am doing some stuff to get more gotchis in because I want to have everybody that applies for a scholarship with us to give them the opportunity because I know there's great players out there that have even yet to be discovered. So, we always want to, for you guys to bring your A game and to give you a chance to really shine and to work your way into like a permanent scholarship where you don't have to worry about ever losing your gotchi. And more importantly, when the game starts coming out and like traits start coming out and all this other kind of stuff, that really changes the equation too. Because then people are going to be like, whoa, I want a gotchi that, has really high traits. And, even just like this gotchi that I just picked velocity, two bows, like two weapons, things like that, that stuff's going to matter. And what's kind of interesting is that at this junction in the game, in some respects, like it's a good chance for people to kind of like prove themselves and just like with how often they come on and their channeling and how much they're participating inside of the guild and all this kind of stuff. So, even if you just show up, even if we have a crummy night like this, it's noticed. I see you guys, I see the same people come in and I see the names and I start remembering them and recognizing them. And plus we have like all the sheer stats from just you guys collecting, which some of you guys have been doing very, very well. So far, one of the things that I am excited about is I think that this game has pretty good earning potential for the players, at least comparable to Axie, if not in some cases better. That's really encouraging because I know nobody wants to come and play this if, one, it is fun, but two, I know that it's a play to earn game, so it's important that you guys are be able to be compensated for your time and playing and stuff like that.
and I
Oh, did
mean,
we
just
lose
wait till
that
those
boy? Did he
harvesters
did
and
he
reservoirs come in.
Yeah, that's a great point, Hefe, and I was mentioning that yesterday. It's like the best players also, might have the best opportunities for earning because eventually there will be different roles, like people whose job it is to empty reservoirs, right? That could be another earning potential and another way for people, like maybe that'll only be a privilege for like the best players in the guild or like a different subset of people. So a lot still to come to the Gotchiverse, a lot. And so uh, trees and that boy, like at some point, you know, either give up or also today I built like 15 more level ones on some lands that you should be whitelisted to that you can go and are far away, but whatever. At least if you want to just try to give a stab at like at least getting a couple more channel today. But the other kind of downside to channeling today is that we're gonna mess it up with the gotchi too. The gotchi won't be ready until the next tick for the next day, so we might want to stop soon.
I was gonna keep trying until 12:30, but that's only 15 more minutes.
Yeah,
I
I
still
mean,
haven't been able to load a successful parcel since like the first two. What was that, like at
it's pretty bad out
11:50?
there, man. Like this thing's super broken, and I think we already lost that boy. Are you on the mic still, that boy?
Yeah, I'm just ripping out the notebook.
Okay, good, yeah. That's a good use of your time instead of just
Just
fighting
ripping
with
out.
like the game.
Crazy how many people are coming in.
Oh, look, that was weird. I just left mine for a second and it said reconnecting and it just
Yeah,
pulled everything
they're
up.
they're pushing an update for sure.
So, man, I'm doing my
Coderdan
third
is in
one now.
Singapore. I think Coderdan's in Singapore, right, Hefe? So this is like
Yeah.
prime time for him. This is like probably 11 a.m. or something for them, or 10 a.m. So they're in the middle of getting to work. Let's
Yeah, I
see. Let's see
believe
what
he
they're
woke
doing.
up. It's probably like the middle of the day for them right now. I'd imagine.
Yeah, so they're probably going at it pretty hard. But we
Yeah, I
learned a
think
lot today. We learned a lot. We did a portal opening. We kind of discussed some of the traits. We looked at the top leaderboards, and so I think it was pretty productive day still overall. I think I'm gonna stop after this one because I don't want to push the cooldowns too far, especially the 24-hour ones. But like everything in 11 and 12 is at least level 2, or which is really that's really the group channeling area I'm trying to make happen.
I just tried to get one. I just was able to channel one of my gotchis or the rented gotchis on my own land. So I got one, but I think that's it for today for me because I don't want to push them too far either.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. We're gonna lose a bunch of gotchis right now too to the 24-hour window. You know what I mean? So I might stop too. And ideally, the best time for us to do this is gonna be, guys, probably 10. Um, and that's what I had always shot for. And from the beginning, I was like, oh, these are all level 2, so I'll have an 18-hour cooldown, so that'll be no problem. But yeah, don't want to beat a dead horse, but all majority of our level 2 altars are bugged out and they still think they're level 1 altars. I'm hoping that they push a fix for that. I know that we can't be the only people affected by that.
Well, I got some clarification on that. They're pushing they have pushed a fix for it already. But if you have those level 2 altars, once they're upgraded to level 3, then they'll be fine. They'll be all good. Or if you build a level 2 altar now, the bug should be fixed. But if you built a
Right,
level 2 altar
because
before the bug, then you kind of just have to. Unfortunately, you have to upgrade to level 3. That's the only way to fix it.
they're not even gonna push a retro fix
Uh,
to fix those.
well,
I'm
he
gonna go back
basically
and
just
change
said, they're gonna have to do more work and focus on that rather than trying to fix everything else. I think they're just trying to figure out where they want to put
Yeah,
their
I mean,
resources.
I would be perfectly fine with that if I could actually update my level 2s. So hopefully maybe they resolve whatever issue I'm having with like upgrading the level 2s.
Yeah, I actually talked to Dan
Plan was to
earlier
go to
today.
3.
I talked to him earlier today, and he was saying how that's what they're working on today is exactly that. So hopefully we
Yeah,
see a fix by tonight.
the contract reversion.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna, I'm gonna try to leave us in a position for tomorrow. So I'm not gonna go too crazy with the rest of these. I think that that's a good stopping point. Just Hans. Kaiser and Dancing Call. You know, I'm sure it was rough for you guys too. Um, but
Let's link up tomorrow. Let's do this again.
yeah, I mean, we're gonna be here every night, at least until the point where all these gotchis are rented out. And guess what? At that point, more people should be involved, and it should still happen. And we'll keep doing it. But like I said, I'd love to push it to somewhere around. First of all, one day it'd be great to do it twice a day. So a night shift and a day shift. So most of our players are Filipino. So 10 a.m. Or 10 p.m. EST is like 10 a.m. in the Philippines, and then we could do one that's like at 10 a.m. Eastern, which is like 10 p.m. in the Philippines. And it'll always be the exact same time, but that's what we're going to be shooting for. So thank you so much for everybody that came through and participated in the event. Wasn't our smoothest one, but hopefully you guys were able to pick some up. Hopefully tomorrow it's a whole new ball game. The game is changing every day, and more importantly, I'll be continuing to upgrade the altars so that we can really hopefully get away from this 24-hour window.
Yeah, that's great.
Nice.
Yeah,
Some people did good. Nice, nice Morgana. Very nice. Cool. I'm glad to see that.
Thanks for hosting these events.
Yeah, well, if you look
it's
at the chat,
great.
definitely some people got some Alchemica, so that's good. That's always great to see.
And I mean, this is a
because
significantly more amount of Alchemica than when, you're running around collecting everything for hours. It's like really nice.
Yeah, and man, you should see some like yesterday, it was really good. There were some people that, in an hour picked up like 30, 40 Alchemica.
Oh wow, that's crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah. It looks like Morgana did pretty well, and it looks like Zarin got 5 to 20, so got about 15 in the hour. Um so I mean, it's definitely out there. Awesome, Morgana. That's really good to see. Yeah, it's usually like that with the spillover events if we can do it right and we get it going right. So we'll keep this going. This is something that you should come to expect from, the Scholar Dojo and 8-Bit GG. And, as we continue to grow and get more gotchis and just get more organized, this will definitely be a everyday thing. And the only thing that might change is the timing. Remember, guys, I posted the type form. If you already have a gotchi with us and you want to be considered or at least get in the queue for the actual getting a higher kinship gotchi. I can't promise everybody. It's going to be a little bit of a first come first serve, and also who's been with us the longest and who's got the best track record. But get in line because first of all, one thing that you should know about our gotchis is that they get pet twice a day, every day by algorithm. It's not even human. It's code. So they're always going to be going up in kinship. So even when the gotchis wow, great job, F9. Monster, absolute monster. Um, they will continually go up in kinship. So even if like you end up with like a 350 or a 375, within 30 days it'll be over 400. So, um, definitely keep it up and, have a great night. Bless all of you. Enjoy your day. I know it's middle of the afternoon over there in the Philippines, so go get some lunch. Take it easy. Don't grind too hard. Remember to get some sun every once in a while. And yeah, we'll see you guys same time tomorrow night. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it was nice hanging out with all you.
Yeah, for sure, Hefe. Hopefully you can, make it a daily thing and come hang out with us.
Oh yeah, 100%. This is what I do.
For sure.
Later, guys.
Later, dude. We'll talk tomorrow. We'll link up that boy. We'll talk and yeah, for anybody that's rating on rentals, we're doing our best and every day, we're getting more and more gotchis and getting them out there. So just be patient. And for those of you that are continuing, to play well, as long as you keep playing and you claim often, you're not going to lose your gachi. So just be active. That's the main thing in our guild. If you're active, we don't like wasting the matic. No need to take the gachi back and make you rent a new one. None of that. We're looking for long-term scholars with good ability and, good community members. That's what we're all about.
and I'm sure most of you guys in here already know, but don't worry about the timer. Our
Yeah, good
rentals are
point.
more based on claiming in the vortex. We're not like the Gotchi Vault that will automatically take it once the timer's up. We don't want you to think that.
Yeah, so you don't have to turn it in when the timer's up. That's basically what that boy's trying to say. It's just important that, you claim or at least take it to the vortex, because the only time I ever cancel a rental, and I posted it today, and actually I forgot to pin it, but I should have, and I'll look for it and I'll pin it, is if we see an activity for more than 2 days where there's nothing in your Gotchi's pocket, and or you haven't claimed recently, um, there's people waiting, so we'll have to cycle that gotcha out. And it doesn't mean that you can't get back in line, but it kind of sucks. I know that you guys get pretty attached to the gotchis, so good night, everyone.
Good night,
Good night.
friends.